You're busy all the time, you work hard, you check things off your list, but at the end of the day, you look back and wonder, did any of that actually matter? Did I spend my time on things that move me forward, or did I just stay busy? And the terrifying truth is, most people spend years working on the wrong things, things that feel productive but don't actually create the life they want. And by the time they realize it, they've wasted so much time that they can't get back. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to know if you're choosing the right things so you stop wasting your time on what doesn't matter and start investing it in what does. For years, I was busy but unproductive. I'd work 12-hour days and accomplish nothing meaningful. I'd respond to every email, attend every meeting, say yes to every request, and I felt productive because I was always doing something, but I wasn't making progress on my actual goals. I wasn't building the life I wanted. I was just reacting, staying busy, and convincing myself that busy meant successful. Then I learned something that changed everything. Being busy is not the same as being effective. You can work hard on the wrong things and get nowhere, or you can work smart on the right things and create massive progress. And the difference between the two is clarity. Clarity on what actually matters. Clarity on what creates results. Clarity on what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to. Without that clarity, you'll spend your life busy, but you won't build anything meaningful. Here's what we're covering. First, why most people work on the wrong things and how to tell if you're one of them. Second, the simple test that tells you whether something deserves your time or if you're just staying busy. And third, the 3 questions you need to ask yourself every single day to make sure you're choosing the right things. Let's start with why most people work on the wrong things. It's not because they don't care. It's because they're responding to urgency instead of importance. Urgent things scream for your attention. Emails, messages, requests, deadlines, and they feel important because they're urgent. So you drop everything to handle them. You put out fires, you respond to demands, and by the end of the day, you've handled 100 urgent things but made 0 progress on what's actually important. Here's what's happening. Important things are rarely urgent. Building your business, developing your skills, nurturing relationships, taking care of your health. These things matter, but they don't scream at you. They don't have deadlines. They don't create immediate consequences if you ignore them. So they get pushed to tomorrow, which becomes next week, which becomes next year. And you spend your entire life responding to what's urgent while neglecting what's important. This is the tyranny of the urgent, and it's killing your progress because urgent things are endless. There will always be another email, another request, another crisis. And if you keep prioritizing urgency, you'll never have time for what actually matters. You'll stay busy, but you'll never build the life you want. Because the life you want isn't built through urgent tasks. It's built through consistent attention to important tasks that don't scream at you. Think about the last week. What did you spend most of your time on? Responding to emails, attending meetings that didn't matter, scrolling social media, handling other people's emergencies? Now ask yourself, did any of that move me closer to my goals? Probably not. You were busy, but you weren't effective. And that's the trap most people live in. Now here's the simple test that tells you whether something deserves your time. Ask yourself this question: if I do this, will it matter in a year? Not, does this feel urgent right now? Not, will this make someone happy? Will it matter in a year? If the answer is no, it doesn't deserve your time. It's a distraction. If the answer is yes, it's important and it deserves priority. Most of what we do every day won't matter in a year. Responding to that non-critical email, attending that status meeting, scrolling through news, none of it will matter, but we do it anyway because it feels productive, because it's easy, because it's what's in front of us, and we sacrifice the important for the urgent. But when you start asking, will this matter in a year? Everything changes. You start seeing clearly. That meeting won't matter. That project you've been avoiding will matter. That email won't matter. Working on your skill development will matter. And you start making different choices. You start protecting your time for what actually creates results instead of giving it away to what feels urgent. I started using this test with every decision. Someone asks for a meeting. Will this matter in a year? No. Decline. Someone sends me a non-urgent email. Will this matter in a year? No, it can wait. An opportunity to work on my business appears. Will this matter in a year? Yes, I protect time for it. And my productivity exploded. Not because I worked harder, but because I stopped working on things that didn't matter. Now, here are the 3 questions you need to ask yourself every single day to make sure you're choosing the right things. Question number 1. Does this align with my long-term goals? If you don't have clarity on your long-term goals, you can't evaluate whether something aligns with them. So first, you need to know, what am I actually trying to build? Where do I want to be in 5 years? What matters most to me? And once you have that clarity, you ask, does this task move me toward that goal or away from it? Most people say yes to everything. Because they don't have clear goals, they don't know what they're building, so everything feels potentially important, and they stay scattered, working on 100 different things, making no progress on any of them. But when you have clear goals, it becomes obvious what to say yes to and what to say no to. Here's how this works. Let's say your goal is to build financial freedom. Someone asks you to volunteer for a committee. Does this align with your goal? No. Decline. An opportunity to learn a skill that increases your income appears. Does this align? Yes. Say yes. You're not being selfish. You're being strategic. You're protecting your time for what actually creates the life you want. Question number 2. Is this the highest leverage use of my time right now? Not, is this important? Everything can feel important. The question is, compared to everything else I could be doing, is this the most valuable use of my time? Because time is limited and you can't do everything. You have to choose. And the right choice is the thing with the highest leverage. Leverage means what action will create the biggest result with the time I invest. Some tasks have high leverage. An hour spent developing a skill that increases your income has massive leverage. An hour spent networking with people who can open doors has leverage. An hour spent creating something valuable has leverage. Other tasks have low leverage. An hour spent in a pointless meeting. An hour responding to non-urgent emails. An hour scrolling social media. Low leverage. And you prioritize high leverage tasks. Always. Even when low leverage tasks feel urgent. Because high leverage tasks are what create results. Low leverage tasks just keep you busy. And busy without results is just wasted time. I ask this question constantly. Is this the highest leverage use of my time? If I have an hour, what should I work on? The answer is usually the thing I've been avoiding because it's hard, the thing that will move the needle, not the easy thing, not the urgent thing, the high leverage thing. And that's what I do. Question number 3. Will I regret not doing this? This is the filter for the hard decisions. When you're torn between two things, when both seem important, you ask, if I don't do this, will I regret it? Not, will someone be disappointed? Not, will this be hard? Will I regret it? Some things you can skip without regret. That networking event, that extra project, that favor someone asked. You won't remember skipping it in a year. Other things you will regret. Not spending time with your family, not working on your passion project, not taking care of your health. These are the things that haunt you later. And you don't want to look back and realize you chose the wrong things. This question brings clarity because regret is your future self telling you what matters. And when you listen to that voice, you make better choices. You protect time for what actually matters, even when it's hard, even when it means saying no to things that seem important in the moment. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't have time for everything. You never will. And if you try to do everything, you'll build nothing. So you have to choose. And the right choices are things that align with your goals, things that have high leverage, and things you won't regret not doing. Everything else is a distraction. We covered why people work on the wrong things. They respond to urgency instead of importance. We gave you the simple test, will this matter in a year? And we walked through the 3 daily questions. Does this align with my goals? Is this high leverage? And will I regret not doing this? This isn't about being productive for productivity's sake. It's about being intentional. It's about making sure that when you look back on your life, you can say, I spent my time on what mattered. Not on what was urgent, not on what other people wanted, on what actually created the life I wanted to live. So here's your practice for today. Look at your to-do list. Apply the test. Will this matter in a year? Cross off everything that won't. Then ask the 3 questions for what's left. Does it align with your goals? Is it high leverage? Will you regret not doing it? And focus only on what passes all 3 tests. Everything else can wait. Let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to stop doing because it doesn't pass the test? And what's one thing you're going to start prioritizing because it does? You don't need to do more, you need to do what matters. Welcome to choosing the right things. This is where your life transforms.